What up? It is the question of the day. Have you ever just stopped for a moment to take a break, to take it all in, to breathe? What did it look and feel like? Okay, so I'm coming to you from my living room. I needed a little bit of a change of scenery this morning. And I want to talk about taking a break. I want to talk about, when we can just stop for a second and just take it all in, take in the environment, take in our surroundings, or just because we're so busy, because we're so overwhelmed, because we're just so whatever. Even if it's 30 seconds, and there's a time, I'm busy all the time. There's so much I've got going on right now. And, when I started doing meditation again, I kept thinking I can just do 5 minutes. Let me just take 5 minutes. And I kept thinking do I have 5 minutes? And then it's if I don't have 5 minutes, who am I, right? It's 5 minutes. That's all it is. And so that's why this question was brought up. So I want to hear from you. Have you ever just stopped for a moment to take it all in? And what did it look like? What did it feel like? Comment below. Let's talk about this. Let's have a judgment-free conversation and let's support one another. That's what these questions, that's what this channel is all about. It's about uniting and not untying, right? So I want to hear from you. So comment below and let's be part of this discussion. Let's have a conversation about it. So as I mentioned, I'm in my living room and I just needed to do a little bit of a change of scenery. I need to mix things up a little bit. And this question came about because, and I don't think I've mentioned it on here, not because I didn't want to, but just because it just never needed to come up. So I've been working for Weight Watchers for about just over 9 years. I've lost 60 pounds on the program and, I've gained probably about 10 or 12 pounds since then. But for the most part, I'm a Weight Watcher, right? I'm watching my weight. And I've been working part-time for them for about 9 years. I do a few meetings a week. And I always do these 2 meetings on a Saturday morning. And I love it. And I think it's great. And I love the people that I work with. I lead these meetings and it's really energetic, or I try and make it as energetic as I possibly can. And I get a lot of great feedback and I get a lot of great energy from the members. And it's awesome. And it's a great way for me to help maintain my weight as well. Well, I always work these Saturday morning meetings. And this whole week has been so busy and so overwhelming, and I've got so much going on. And as I've talked about here, I started teaching these 2 college courses at Northeastern, and I'm just overwhelmed with grading. I'm just a little behind on grading, and because it took me a little while to get my syllabus together, and I needed to, figure out my grading system. But now I'm going to spend this whole weekend grading papers. And they're not long papers, they're not term papers or anything like that. But it's still time consuming. And I just needed to take this morning, and not that I don't love working my meetings, but I just needed to take this morning and just sort of be, right? I needed to collect myself. I just needed some time. And so this is my moment of just stopping. So that's a little bit about me. And you know what? I feel a little bit better. I feel a little bit more relaxed. I feel okay, this task of grading papers, this task of getting my weekend in, and also enjoying the weekend. It's still beautiful here in Chicago and the sun is out and it still feels like summer, and it's really about finding that balance, and this is the balance I needed today. So that's me. I want to hear from you. Comment below. I want to hear about a time that you just stopped. Even if it's 2 seconds. What did it feel like? What did it look like? What did you do in those 2 moments? Did you breathe? Did you think? So let's talk about this. Please join this judgment-free conversation. And while you're here, subscribe. Come hang out with us. This is kind of a cool place to be. And tell a friend, because the more people that are part of this conversation, the sooner we can change the world. Thanks.